Do you still manage to play Barrier? But we've seen a lot of Barrier players that stopped playing it because playing her because she was a bit underpowered compared to other heroes now. Do you still play Barrier?
Not at this moment.
Oh.
I played Oldhim back in the Calling Baltimore, not doing too great. So I try to play the latest and greatest and try to explore the other areas of the game. But Briar was my first love and everything I started with playing, so that is where my foothold is basically.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get the chance to play your favorite hero, if the metagame is favorable for it, you jump on it. Yeah. I mean, I know that I am playing Bolton even if it's bad, but I understand if competitive players just wait for a more favorable matchup.
I would probably jump on Lexi if I had a choice today, but it's a very tricky hero to play. There's so many lines,
easy to play. Yeah.
And like maximizing your damage output, what are you up against? What arrows are the most suppressive against what you're facing? It's a lot to think about.
It's very difficult to play against a disruptive hero, especially heroes like Oldhim, like Bravo, who can prevent you from going wide. It's a very tricky deck to play. And I mean, you can just pick it up and get lucky with the cards you draw and you do insane turns.
You do 25 damage up on them.
But what's interesting is being able to play well with the bad hands, and the hands where you have to defend, and that's what's tricky about
and also
the
you
deck.
need to be a comfortable Lexi player in order to go up against the mirror, because that is for sure what you're gonna face here today with a lot of Lexi. We don't have the meta breakdowns yet.
No, but it's coming soon. Yeah, already
I will
working behind the scenes. Very hard for you guys to get everything.
We have amazing showcasting and also great material to be able to see how many players are playing and how they're doing. And Lexi is going to be a strong foothold here today. But we're also seeing a lot of Dromais here in the European meta. It's
it has a good matchup
against Lexi, so that is interesting to see. Like we combat Lexi with the Dromai matchup. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean all the decks are very interesting to play right now. I feel and like even Fight that's been criticized as a pretty efficient deck. You just have to attack, but in this metagame you need to defend. You can't afford not to defend against Lexi because she's gonna overwhelm you at some point. So the meta is very interesting. I feel I'm not a competitive player by any means, but I'm very passionate about watching games and analyzing them. And all the games are very interesting to follow now.
Same. Whenever I have downtime, I typically don't play Talishar. I watch other people
me
on
too.
Talishar.
Yeah. There's so much content now. That's what's great about the game getting stronger these days.
Absolutely.
Is that there's so much content now, and every time you want to see a new matchup and you want to see how the heroes evolve in the new meta, you get some content to watch it, so that's,
So many good things.
Yeah. So maybe we can see, are the players setting up at the table? I'm asking our tech guy if there, can we have some view? Oh, there you go.
Alright, so we have a dash.
We have my friend.
Canali.
Yeah. So I might be biased in this matchup. I'm sorry, guys, but that's my friend Pierre is playing. And look on the right, there's a nice Eye of Ophidia playmat. So love it. So Pierre is actually a chain player by heart, but I mean you can't play chain anymore. So you have to And his second choice is obviously dash now because it's a very efficient and wide deck too. So he loves it, and. So very excited to see the matchup. He's not very comfortable about playing against Lexi, but he knows the plan. He knows that he has to assemble a nice wide turn and probably be able to use this the maximum velocity at some point to be able to do enough damage to keep up with the Lexi. So excited to see what he manages to do. And look at this Marvel dash. Look at
it's
that.
So pretty.
He's flexing with the Marvel dash.
So from Lexi's standpoint, in order to overwhelm dash, you already have a lot of on hits coming from the Lexi side of things, but you need to be conservative with how you use your arsenal slots in order to come in with those 5 to 6 card hands, maximize your 3 of a kind value, and try to get on top of dashes, because Dash typically runs a lot of D-reacts to be able to set up her board states.
Maybe he'll lean more on the gun, actually, on the plasma pistol. I don't know what the plan is. Oh, he's
starting induction chamber.
Induction chamber, so probably on a more defensive side, as you said.
Exactly. So we try to run the long game here and try to set up a board state to overwhelm Lexi in the end game when she eventually runs out of her three of a kind and big whoop turns. Just try to maximize value from the D-reacts and conserve life in order to get to a point where we can start flipping the table with just pistol, 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 pistol.
Yeah, absolutely, Martin. There's lots of eyes of Ophidia on this board. That's nice.
It's a beautiful
I
map.
play mat. I sleeves on the equipment side, on Pierre's side. So yeah, is there any way to fix the lighting and the fact that we can't really see Pierre's side? Okay.
Unfortunate.
We'll try
we
to
see the
do it
Techno
between
Foundry
the
Heart,
rounds.
we
Yeah,
see
yeah.
the Crown of Providence and Galvik.
Yeah, I mean we know the equipment on the bottom. Yeah, on the bottom left corner.
It's unfortunate. We have a very strange lightning coming in from the sun, hitting us from the wrong side, but
the sun is playing tricks on us. But
it's not easy.
yeah, we can ask maybe Pierre to put the playmat a bit closer to the combat chain. We'll do it right now. So there you go.
We're just firing up the Techo pistol and passing the turn.
It looks like it. Yeah, there you go. Okay, thanks
That's
guys.
better, that's better,
Yeah.
thank you.
So just charging the induction chamber, charging the pistol, making sure that you can use it on the following turn, probably doing nothing with it.
Because what Lexi can do here right now is activate Voltaire to get this
that's
cards down in
value,
Arsenal, so
But
she
if
can have a
he
really strong second turn.
yeah,
but if she does that,
he can attack that.
Yeah, he can.
The turn isn't over if
Exactly.
she does that. Yeah,
so it's a gamble from Lexi's side. If she thinks she has a strong enough arrow that she thinks is worth it, then absolutely.
Lexi has seen that he's used one of the T-bones, so the worry is that you're going to be forced to attack to block with 2 or 3 equipments if you assemble a wide T-bone turn. Sometimes it's very difficult because you're forced to block with New Horizon or maybe Fiandel's Fiandel's Spring Tunic, sorry.
Yes.
But you need at least 3 T-bones to be able to do that because you can block with the Snapdragon Scalers of the bracers. But yeah. There you go. So,
starting.
Pitching for Voltaire.
And drill shot is
premeditate and big drill shot coming in for 7.
Gonna do 1- counter on an equipment if it hits. Another nasty equipment breaker, basically.
Yeah.
And 7 is a nasty hit point as well.
7 would go again with the bad on hit effect because you also give the ponder token. So yeah.
That too.
With premeditate.
Now Ponder is a really strong effect for Lexi to just end their turn with a free arsenal every turn.
You can just go as wide as you want and just make sure that you have this important arsenal card for the next turn.
There's a lot of return value like this.
And all these go again with Voltaire. It's really an amazing deck to play. I wish I was skilled enough to be good with it, you know, because I picked it up instantly.
It takes a lot of skill to pilot Alexi well, for sure.
So yeah, Pierre thinking hard about how he wants to block this because the equipment block is very important in the matchup, and you don't want to use it too early.
Yeah. I think either a sync below or a 3 block, or if he has to salvage the Gallipendus on this one, to come up with the 7 breakpoint is what he's contemplating here. But how is his turn gonna look like? He has a counter on an induction chamber and the pistol, so he's at least gonna do that. But
he can at least attack once, for 2, but that's not really
easy.
what we want to do. Yeah.
No. Also depends how many. Maybe he has item in his hand that he also wants to play out. The induction chamber and the plasmic purifier is a 2 cost, so he needs to keep a blue as he plays those out.
But Pierre is a very meticulous player. He always thinks about it. So maybe he has the right cards in his hand, but he's still thinking about the turn and what he wants to do next. So, okay, so blocking for 7 with 2 cards from his hand, a T-bone.
A red T-bone,
Yeah, and a high octane. Yeah. So a very important card too, but has to use it to block there.
We do not see a Rain Racer, and the Lexi decides to
and the
pass
Galvanic
the turn
Blender to block.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll not get the Ponder token, so we'll use them this turn.
Important, yeah. So the turn is over now, cool. So can actually do...
So a 3-card hand from Dash can actually do some damage back here. But typically the best on it we have on Dash side is the T-bones.
Yeah.
Or the CNC
is nice too.
Of course. Nice.
You see T-bone, but there's a CNC, and that has to be blocked too because you can't afford to lose your arsenal. There you go. So Getting ready to block with 2 cards, Camille.
But he also decides to keep his pistol charges ready to go for another round. The CNC here is strong enough play to force some blocks out of Lexi.
Yeah,
unless
just
she
a way
wants
to
keep
slow
that
Lexi down. Yeah.
Yeah, CNC is the card we're gonna see a lot this weekend, I presume.
You need to have it in your sideboard if you want to have game. It's good against all the rangers. It's very good against Dromai too because he can act as a popper too. So it's very important card.
Definitely. So we're cycling a red Endless Winter there. That's unfortunate for Lexi's side. But nice for Pierre.
Yeah. Oh, so he's revealing something from Oh, there.
So revealing a Winter Spike, giving a Frostbite.
Well, it doesn't really matter for Dash because she usually has lots of blues, so slows her down a little bit. But in this matchup,
it's not a lot.
No. Yeah, doesn't change
the Winter
much.
Spite having to pay 2, I believe, is a yellow one, so we have to commit 2 here.
Is this Frostbite signed by James White? It looks like James White's signature, but maybe it's the artist. I don't know. But it looks
like James White, I think.
Like James's signature.
The JW.
Yeah.
Standard, yeah.
Aurélie calls it zigouiwi. It's a French word that means like a weird move with with your pen. Like, Conan Conquer versus Conan Bat. Yeah, there you go. You hate me with CNC.
You CNC.
Yeah.
How it's gonna go. Question if Dash has any items in the arsenal that we'd like to keep.
Yeah, because if you can assemble another induction chamber or maybe a plasma purifier very early, it can be
really
the
strong.
deciding card in the matchup. But he'll be happy to block. Maybe if he has some defense reactions that he won't be able to use, it can be a problem too. Yeah.
True.
Oh, we didn't give them the right dice. They need the right. Yeah, they need the stream dice. They need the big dice. Yeah, we'll go get them the right dice. Sorry about it. Yeah, doesn't look as good as it should.
We have these big streamer dices that are amazing. So
and they're not for sale, by the way, because people ask us all the time.
Where can I get these?
And we're keeping them to make sure that the stream games look as good as possible. There you go. You can see the dice coming in.
The pitch tokens and the damage tokens.
Dice, yeah. Winter's Bite was blue from what I saw.
What's yellow? We pitched 2 for it. With the blue
Winter's Bite?
Pounder, yeah.
Oh, you mean the one he
played on his side,
pitched one? He played one?
He played the Winter's Bite. He pitched the Tekla Pounder. And had 1 floating.
Oh, so that's the Tekla core. Starting to attack with the pistol now. There hasn't been any 8 yet, so yeah. Still 40-40 for these players. So attacking for 2. Giving go again with the injection chamber. Very efficient way to use your resources without losing cards. Attacking for 2 CDs. Go again tokens made by Aurélie herself.
Recharging everything and coming in for pistol again.
So it's just a slow pistol turn.
No floating, so we don't expect a item in arsenal.
Yeah.
So it might be a direct.
See, he used the Pulse with Harpoon defensively, so he doesn't really value these attacks now. He's probably only in on the pistol plan.
Also noting that Lexi is running the legendary quiver that I don't remember the name of, but instead of running the rustling leaves that can just look at makes you look at the top of your deck and if it's
Yeah,
a really
now
put it
you
in your
can-
arsenal.
yeah.
So Lexi is expecting a long game here to be able to run this quiver instead. That
Yeah.
lets you, basically it's a mini remembrance, letting you add back arrows into your deck later in the game.
So that's a 4-card hand now, and that's the tunic turn for Camille.
Starting off there.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
it's a 3 of a kind turn.
nice.
Yeah, here we go.
So
with
let's go.
Ooh, did we respond to the 3 of a
Yeah,
kind with the Rain Racer?
because,
Because you can play from hand
absolutely,
after, after the fact. So I'm hoping
There
that
you
is
go.
what
So
we're
all
happening.
these arrows are gonna have +2 for this turn.
That's the what we call wombo combo in the Lexi
Yeah.
base, like the Rain Racer and 3 of a kind combination is dangerous, to say the least.
Absolutely. So let's see what Camille manages to put in his arsenal. We can't really see the cards because of the shadows and the lighting, but
Quiver of Abyssal Depths. Thank you, Michelle.
oh, there you go. And thanks for all the follows, by the way. We can't say hi and thank you to every single person that does it, but we appreciate it and we see it. We see you guys. Thank you so much.
And thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. There you go. So using the frost lock
Starting
to
off with the
pitch.
searing shot?
Yeah. Is that the searing shot or?
I believe.
Looks like it. Taking for 7 go again. That's nice. that is nice.
Don't forget
yeah.
the Rain Racer.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
important.
Yeah.
Also love his sleeves, never lucky.
Yeah, never lucky, especially when you're playing a card like 3 of a kind. Yeah, that's.
They're really pretty sleeves
Yeah,
though. It's
absolutely.
really
Yeah.
nice.
Well, maybe custom made because I haven't seen them.
No,
Yeah,
must be
it's
custom.
the first time I see them. Oh no, that's the inertia shots. Yeah, that's it because there's an inertia token coming in with the unlit. Maybe not the most relevant matchup for this arrow, but it's still annoying to lose your arsenal if you.
And you're not able to set up basically.
Yeah, you just have to play your cards out. So
So this can put Dash in an awkward situation.
Absolutely.
Because if she needs to block, but if she doesn't have blocking cards, aka her items, then she's in a tricky situation.
yeah, sedation shot. There you go.
Thank you.
Do we have access to the deck list? So we can't talk about the deck list until tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be able to talk more about the deck list, but today you have access to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Pierre once again really thinking about his blocks. I don't think I see
He
a
decides to
defense
take it.
reaction. Yeah, I mean he has to take it because he has no efficient way to block with it. He wants to keep his equipment. He has all 3 blocks in hand, from what I saw. Another Volta activation. Oh, for the Bolton
the
shot this
Bolton
time.
shot.
So yeah, probably boosting it. So taking for 6 this time. 6 with the go again because of the effect of Bolton shot. If it has more power than its base power, it gets go again. And you can reload with it when he hits, so very relevant too.
Exactly. So it
Working
basically
with 6,
forces a
yeah.
block here.
Yeah, you have to block now.
Because
Yeah.
you have to force the Lexi here to go for the Bullseye
Absolutely,
Bracer in order to get the 3rd card out, but it decides to just pass the turn here.
Yeah, no way to put it in
No
the
more ulti
arsenal.
activation,
Yeah,
so,
without using the bracers now, and probably not enough fuel to make this turn good enough to go on.
That is also the thing, right? Being able to find the place in the game where the Bullseye Braces will come with the most impact. So if it doesn't have that high impact arrow that makes it fair to use the Bullseye
Yeah.
Bracer on that turn, it's good enough to pass on it.
Okay, so boosting now 0 to 60 for 4 with go again, obviously. Please use the dice, Pedro. I mean,
been there
you're a
before.
streamer. I mean, yeah. You know what happens in this situation. If I don't know the power, I'm gonna be angry, and I'll let you know about the game after the game. Oh, there you go. I think he's picking easy. Come on, my friend.
So Dash is looking to play out all of his cards this turn. Because the inertia is going to break everything regardless, so and put them back in the deck if he doesn't use them. So I'm still curious to understand what's in his arsenal at this point.
Yeah. It might be a command and conquer or something because he...
Maybe, yeah.
So that's 4 go again. The game is very close now, so... Any card like command and conquer could...
Yeah, that's just keeping good pace with the Lexi here.
Absolutely.
Trading damage really efficiently at this point.
I think we haven't seen the very efficient and wide and big power hands from Lexi so far, so... Oh. Did he charge?
We decide to break the chain.
Yeah.
And we're doing the Tekla
Oh,
Foundry.
he's using, yeah.
Tekla Foundry Heart, I'm
The
sorry.
Foundry Heart, yeah.
We find the 2 boost cards, and that's going to give us 2 resources.
Probably going to be 2 pistol activations. But that would mean he loses the arsenal, so maybe there's a 0 cost attack in there.
Yeah, man blir flustered. He's contemplating it.
It's
throttle,
yeah.
Alright.
So he'll be able to throttle and then
Boosting
attack
it,
once, maybe
finding high
with the
speed
pistol,
impact.
or keeping the resources for the pistol for next turn.
Exactly.
So that's nice. So yeah, he wants to attack with the pistol next because he gave it go again.
Yep. But he doesn't have resources to charge it again, so it's just going to be 6 and the pistol for 2 here.
Are the life totals correct?
I'm not sure. I believe it took 4 from the high speed impact. Not included. 0-60. So now they're updating it.
Yeah.
So he's taking the 4 from the throttle, going down to 28.
Okay. So now that should be fine.
And the pistol for 2.
And the pistol attack, yeah.
And Lexi's gonna accept
that. That was a pretty good turn, yeah.
Yeah, seeing that Arctic Constellation block is gonna leave relieved dash for the next
you
turn.
never want to see it. Even if you have some blues to be able to circumvent it, it's very hard to... I mean, you know that your turn is gonna be basically awful. There you go. So, there's another one. So that's the reason.
There's another one. So it's gonna create a frostbite from the Lexi activation.
But this is... Oh yeah, that's a red one too, so that should be 3 frost. Oh no, that's the Lexi activation, so that's 1 frostbite, and yeah, she'll be able to use it at the end of the turn to create 3 more probably.
Yep. So 4 frostbite starting your turn is not great.
Yeah. So that's a turn where you incentivize to block, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Block it out. And there's a remorseless on top of that. Yeah. So actually, it makes it easy for Pierre because he only has to block now. Oh, he won't use it. He'll wait for another turn. He probably won't attack with the remorseless, try to assemble a better turn, and say, yeah, you have 4 frostbites, so show me what you can do with these stacks.
But I mean, playing both the remorseless and the Arctic Incarceration, it basically puts Pierre in a spot where he can't do anything on his turn. So basically, just playing out the Arctic Incarceration already puts him in an awkward position. So playing the remorseless on top of that is basically just icing on the cake at that point. It's absolutely respecting the play here from the Lexi. So we're gonna do a massive pitch.
He has some blues. Okay, just attacking with the pistol, maybe, yeah. He'll be able to attack once more if he wants. And that's not nothing.
So we have the go again there.
Yeah, the Injection Chamber is activated. Maybe he has an item to play now. That'd be very good to set up. Oh, a 0 to 62, so that's I think for 4 now.
Boosting.
Nice sequencing there. Yeah.
We haven't seen any T-bone so far, but it's still doing really good.
Yeah. But you know, attacking with the pistol first, it makes it more probable that he won't block because he feels like there's only gonna be 2 pistol attacks, but this 0 to 60 makes it harder because this 4 damage at this point might make a difference.
Yes, most of Lexi's card blocked for 3, it's an awkward block as well.
So no block
there. Decides to take the 4 as well.
Yeah, going down to 20 now.
Having a 6-card hand is going to take a lot
maybe he
to
has another
commit.
throttle or something. He'll be able to recharge.
So basically what Pierre is doing here is committing basically to the aggro plan.
Yeah.
He's just pounding on.
Yeah, absolutely. Attacking for 2, okay, another attack.
We don't have the induction chamber, so this is the only attack he's going to play with, and has the arsenal the last.
And despite the attacks, he managed to put together a pretty strong turn.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like,
I don't think Lexi expected this.
8 anyway, yeah.
Exactly.
But that's the power of
really
Dash with all
Dash.
these blues, yeah. Very nice. I mean, he is one of the best French players, and I always tease him because we haven't seen him internationally because he always has trouble converting his success on the first day of the events, of the big events, but usually on the second day when he drops and when he goes to the Battle Ardens or something, he has very good results. So, but he used to be a pro Magic player, he used to be a pro poker player. He's very good with cards in his hands, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
And and I wish the people could see how good he is when he's on fire. Oh, the Remorseless coming in now, yeah. So the issue there, I guess, is that if you expect to see another Rain Razors, you don't really want to underblock it and to. But can you afford to overblock?
Yeah, and what is coming next is also the question, because you don't know at this point,
yeah.
because you know the Remorseless is going to come in with the Snapdragons at this point to let it go again, so we can continue this turn with the 4-card hands we have left here. So. Oh
yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good point, because that's the only way to give go again to this Remorseless. Because it was already in the arsenal, so you can't use Voltaire, so yeah.
But Remorseless is a super strong card against Dash at this point, because typically Dash wants to go wide, and taking 1 damage for each attack action that you present is not the greatest. But the thing is, it doesn't have a Rain Razor to go on top. And how much do we want to commit on blocks here?
The thing to note is that he could block with some of his equipment and 1 card from hand and see if there's something on Camille's side, maybe a Rain Razors or something, and use a defense reaction from his hand, because the Remorseless prevents you from playing it from your arsenal.
Yeah, because we haven't seen that defense reaction yet.
You can play it from hand if you do have it. So there you go, the Snapdragon Scalers, and no buff on the attack. So this is blocked.
We let it resolve. And
it's
the 3 of a kind follow-up. Okay.
You hate to see it.
Oh no.
So how many arrows is the question now?
At least 2 with the Voltaire.
Yeah.
And we still have the bullseyes.
Yeah. Could be a strong turn.
Could be.
Yeah,
depends on what you dress. I see.
Hide this.
I see some winter slides.
Snapdragon Scalers, please.
So here we're talking about again the sequencing in Lexi, like how do we present these arrows in the most effective manner? If there is any bolt and shot that we can use the reload effect on.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, right? You have to use the bolt and shots at the last moment to make sure that he can hit more easily, present a breakpoint probably, and help it reload. Or the Frostlock now. Yeah.
All right. No fuse, or? I think I saw Winter Spite, so we might see a fuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see the fuse. Oh.
So now Pierre wants to look at it, because even though you know the card and you know what it does, you usually want to make sure that you get the wording right, and you can see Camille explaining it to him. So this Frostlock is coming in for 3, I guess?
Yeah, since it's a blue, it's a 3.
Yeah.
And now Pierre can at least be rest assured that there won't be a Rain Razor following up on this. So what is presented, the damage that's being presented is what's going to come, because he can't play any cards from hand anymore.
So we'll display the Frostlock, sorry guys.
We'll get that up.
But he's... Oh, he attacks for... Why? I thought he was attacking... Did he buff it with the...
Did he get +1 from Voltaire, maybe?
Yeah, but...
Maybe he didn't draw any arrows.
He gave go again.
No, he gave go again. Then I don't know.
Oh, the fuse effect, sorry. Yeah, obviously he fused it.
Yeah, there you go.
And another sedation shot coming in for 5.
I know the Frostlocks are used in the Lexi, but you rarely see them played.
Yeah, because
and
the deck
definitely
is actually
seeing them
fuseless
fused.
Lexi now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
but you can sometimes fuse it because you have some of these Winter's Bite and
Exactly.
Incarceration.
So we didn't see any Bolton shot. The last arrow that's gonna come through is the Sedation shot.
So yeah, now this one has go again. So the only way to put another arrow in the arsenal is
It's the
the
bullseye.
bracers now.
Yep.
Is
Pierre knows he has a
still
Winter's
thinking
Bite.
about the heat from the sedation shot? No, he's taking it.
He's
okay.
taking it.
Yeah. He'll use the arsenal. It's okay. No problem. he'll use his whole
We'll
hand.
make sure to use
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's fine. And now comes the question: will we commit the bullseye for one last attack?
That's it, right? Now you wanna
Yep.
get the So he has to use the bracers, break the chain. Oh, there you go.
That's the Bolton shot.
Yeah.
Now that is an interesting setup.
Exactly as you
'Cause
planned
now-
it, Erika,
now-
as you said. So now, yeah, you want to block, but the only way to block efficiently is to use the crown, I
Yeah,
guess.
you need
Yeah,
to
there
use
you
the
go.
crown,
Use
and
the
you have
crown
to
and the
block.
crown,
Yeah, you have to.
And it works. Yeah, there you go.
Because Pierre knows there's a Winter's Bite in his hand, but he can't risk having another
Yeah.
arrow coming his way. So that is a full block
Not even using the Winter's Bite, I guess. Or maybe?
There's no go again on the bullseye bracer activation,
Oh.
so...
No,
like
but
the
that
arrow
was on the
the-
Bolton shot,
Oh,
so
yeah,
he
never
could,
mind.
he could use it.
That's
actually.
true, that's true. But I mean, flipping the Winter's Bite on
Yeah, it's
your
better.
turn
Yeah,
and
it's
get the
yeah,
Frostbite
absolutely.
is
Yeah, makes sense.
probably more value.
Oh yeah, you can't play for man anyway because of the 3 of a can.
And that too.
So there you go. How many T-bones does he have? Because you have to block with New Horizon or because all the other equipment are destroyed. So now
The question
he
is
needs
if you
to
commit
block
the
with,
tunic first.
Yeah,
I think you do.
but that was
But
the
then it's the
turn
question,
of
does he have another
that was a
T-bone?
tunic turn. So you lose the resource that was coming in, and if you lose New Horizon, you lose your arsenal. So it's a lose-lose situation.
That's a really strong play
Oh,
by
yeah.
Pierre.
That's the perfect timing for this card. Yeah, he says
Yeah, you
you
have
need
to
to
commit
block
it.
with equipment.
Yeah, you have to commit him.
You can't lose your New Horizon now.
Like, it's
T-bone
one
is
resource
so
or
good.
a
Oh, the second one! Wow!
That's so good!
Oh my god!
Yeah, you have to commit the new horizon. Pierre is on the roll.
Oh yeah, so now he's way ahead. No
The
equipment on
perfect
Tammy's side,
timing
yeah.
on these T-bones
Wow.
is remarkable. Wow. Really strong player, by
Yeah.
Pierre.
Oh, he must have been very happy to see these braces of belief destroyed because.
Definitely.
Oh, Nicolas is happy about it apparently. Extremely pug. That's very pug, yeah.
All right, so what is the follow-up here? We have 3 card hands from
Yeah.
Lexi following this up. We have the searing shot coming in. With +1.
It doesn't do much
doesn't
in this
have go again?
situation. It doesn't have any way to. Maybe no arrow left after this one.
Not searing shot. Sorry.
No, it's
Sedation?
No. That's the
No, that's the other one.
the one that lets you
Heat
get
Seeker, thank you.
Heat Seeker. There you go.
So Heat Seeker is the one that lets you look at the top card and put
And
it
you
into
could,
arsenal
if it's an
at
arrow,
the
you
end of
can
each
put
turn.
it. Yeah. Die in a fire. Lots of Lexi haters in chat today. What's going on, guys? Why do you hate on Lexi so much?
I mean,
Do you lose
she's
to
kind of hard
Lexi a
to
lot?
deal with. Exactly.
Is that the reason?
You either hate Lexi or you play Lexi.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the 2 corners we have going now.
Lexi is the new Fi, apparently.
I mean, I'm really happy to see that Dash is having a strong showing here in this game.
So there you go, the turn is over now, yeah? Only one attack. And Pierre is in a very good spot now, attacking with this 0 to 60 red. Not even boosting, apparently.
Interesting.
Yeah, he wants to set up a stronger turn, and it makes sense. You don't want to afford, you don't want to risk losing important resources.
Well, you've already eaten all the equipment on Lexi's
Yeah.
side, so...
guess you just need one strong turn now to close out the game and to make it impossible for Lexi to...
Like playing without New Horizon is so
back.
awkward for Lexi. Because this arrow doesn't have go again, there's no way for him to give it go again if you have a card in Arsenal. So you really need to be conservative with what you decide to play in Arsenal, because if you just lock down an Arsenal card face down, there's no way to give it go again. That is your turn, basically. Unless you play the Winter Spite and 3 of Kind from Arsenal or anything like that, where you can follow it up. But putting an arrow face down into Arsenal at this point is not great. And we've only seen 3 of a kind so far. That's not where you want to be, at least.
No, he played 2, but only one of these turns was good, I think. Did he play 2?
Oh yeah, he played the one with the Brain Racer. Yeah. True.
So that's only one 3 of a kind turn to worry about, and I think there's
Having
no question. Pierre
lead.
is feeling pretty good, about this situation right now. But you always worry that there's some turn where you give too many resources to Lexi and she'll be able to come back to claw back in this game. Maybe not this turn. Okay, so there you go. The
Another
heat seeker
heat
attack.
seeker,
Yeah, it's harder to block now because you need 2 cards from your hand if you need to block it out. There's no equipment
But this
left
is a risky
from Pierre's
play.
side. Yeah.
From Lexi, because of the same reason that we just discussed, that having an arrow straight down into your arsenal is...
Yeah, you can't give it go again.
It doesn't... You don't do what you want to do with Lexi coming on with this multiple arrow on it.
Yeah, but that's it, right? Maybe if you're Pierre, you let
it hit. Yeah. Let them risk
the damage,
it.
yeah. Because I don't know what the worst situation could be, but there's
Brain
no...
Racer, but I mean, it's just
probably
more damage
the only...
at this point.
the only thing is Radar Lasers probably, and...
It does decide to block it.
Being very careful now. Blocking with the maximum velocity is okay, I guess, because there's probably no way you'll be able to use it efficiently. Contrary to what I said at the beginning of the game, it doesn't matter. And
the throttle.
Oh, the throttle is nice.
With the boost, we have the maximum velocity going away.
6 plus boost.
Coming in for 6.
And at this point, Lexi has to block it out, because 6 damage when you're at 16, it's very dangerous. There you go, 6 go again, and probably attacking with the pistol now.
I mean, I guess technically Lexi could pivot now to a more defensive stance.
And try to see if he runs out of gas.
Exactly,
because of the boosting.
Exactly. So that could put Pierre in an awkward position again, but at the same time...
But Lexi doesn't block that well, right?
I mean...
The arrows block okay, but there's some 2 blocks in the deck. There are some Rain Razors that don't even block at all.
True. Do we have any recollection of time? How much time these players have at this point?
Oh, we can look actually at the time left in the round.
Coming in with a pistol, giving it go again.
Still
taking the last
a
2.
little over 14 minutes left in the round, so...
Alright.
But yeah, I mean, the only way probably to close out the game for Pierre is to be able to assemble a strong boost in turn, because he won't be able to finish him off with the pistol attacks.
Now the Falcon coming in for 3 go again.
Maybe just waits to get Camille just a little lower on health, and just he'll take all the damage in one turn and come back strong on the next one.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, Pierre has a weapon that he can attack with. Oh, the Codex of Frailty is really good now.
So that's the frailty token, but no,
on your
Pierre
pistol?
won't lose any card from his end, because he won't arsenal.
Yeah, Pierre is protected by his arsenal card, so he doesn't have to do the discard, which is good. But an endless
this
is
endless
nasty.
can be interesting. Yeah. I mean, Pierre will definitely block it out, but yeah, you need to respect it and lose 2 cards from here.
For sure.
And if Camille expects his only way out to be the fatigue game, maybe it's going to be relevant to force Pierre to lose 2 cards there.
Definitely. It still looks like he has a pretty healthy deck. remaining.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually only blocks 3 and lets it go through with 1. So Endless Winter is going to come back to hand.
But no way to use it now.
No way to use it. But the Ponder is going to break, so he's going to get another card that he can ponder
oh, yeah,
if he wants to Arsenal or not.
You can choose his Arsenal though, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Without New Horizon, it's super awkward. He decides not to use an Arsenal slot here. Leave him open to actually use his Volter activation to come in with multiple arrows.
Oh, so this is nice. So that's So that's a 5 Gogan attack with this red zipper hit. Nice. Not blocking? Okay, so Camille probably thinks he has a good hand now and that can
put some pressure.
Maybe help him come back, but
yeah. I think Pierre's just gonna pass the turn there.
Yeah, because of the priority token, the gun, the pistol attacks for 1, so that's next to nothing.
Exactly.
So that's not a very good use of your resources. Okay, pitching the Widowmaker to...
Interesting.
Oh, the Remorseless is back.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's worth keeping your hand for.
Especially, with the go again on it. So you know that there's an Endless Arrow next, but you don't know the other card.
Yeah. I believe he's played 3 Remorseless at this point, so it's not another Remorseless, I believe. So I believe Pierre is more or less forced to block this one.
Does he? Actually, because he's at 27, maybe he can afford to lose the health from going wide, even with Remorseless on the board, and he's like, yeah, I'll kill you anyway, so it doesn't matter if I lose 4 health.
Because activating the Technopounder does not lose you a life.
Yeah, it's only action card. Yeah.
Exactly, so maybe you just go for a pistol round.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if he has a nice high octane turn, maybe he can do a huge turn actually.
Oh, he does have the octane in hand. I saw it.
Oh yeah, he does.
He does.
So that's the question, right? Maybe he just wants to.
Because with that healthy life, it could actually be very worth it if he has the blue to cover up the pistol shots.
Absolutely, yeah.
Coming out.
And I think I see a blue 0 to 60, so. Yeah, it's interesting to see.
Yeah, Pierre's in a tough spot.
Yeah, but if Pierre feels he's close enough to killing his opponent to go for it now, but he'll definitely lose some health if he wants to do it. He'll need to attack at least
he's gonna take
2 or 3 times. Yeah. Interesting. So now we'll see what he does. What he can attack with.
Also, if he's gonna come in with the Endless, and if that is gonna...
Oh. So that's 7 damage, basically. 8 damage, actually. Because of
the blood draw on it, yes. But I mean, it's damage.
Yeah.
It doesn't block him from having this big turn that he's going to come up with.
Infecting shot for 6.
Exactly. So I mean, yes.
And there's no Arsenal, so that's okay, I guess. But then.
But at the same time, you don't want it.
Yeah, if you take 8, you're getting pretty low, and you need to make sure that you can actually present so much damage that your opponent will come back with next to nothing.
Exactly. But he's already down to 9, so I think it should be possible.
Yeah.
To drag him down a bit, quite a
bit. But you don't have the purifiers to make sure that your pistol hits for more. So Pierre is obviously taking it because he's so far ahead. But let's see how much damage he can present. They'll probably have a little less than 10 minutes, That Shin guy. I can tell you right now, by the way. Yeah, it's a little over 8 minutes.
Lexi drew another Codex of Frailty, I saw.
Oh. But that doesn't block too good, Only blocks for 2,
But it's too good. You want to play that card.
Yeah, but so. I mean, you can just keep this one and just do something with your only...
It's going to take 1 from the Remorseless.
So that was at least 1 blue. The 0 to 16 was blues, as I saw. So that's already a bunch of resources to play with.
Blood Rat only trigger if opponent is alive, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, it's 5 attack is nice.
doing the
so
boost.
5 go again, yeah.
Getting an additional action point. And we also have the fully loaded induction chamber and pistol ready to just
Oh,
go.
he's using the
All right.
the battle 1 dice to represent the action points. He won't have enough sides to show how many action points he's gonna get, but yeah.
Yeah, Camille is in a really rough spot at this point.
Taking
he knows
2 down to 7, yeah.
it's not gonna.
And Pierre is taking 1. Wasn't he supposed to take 1 from the high octane too?
Yeah.
Did he?
They pointed at the screen when it as if it was gonna.
Yeah.
So I think he did. Pierre decides to close the chain. Maybe
Oh,
go
so
for the
it
Techno
means he
Founder.
only attacks now with the gun? With the pistol, sorry? It's all...
Spark of Genius.
Oh!
Okay.
Using the... yeah.
Taking 1 from Remorseless, of course.
So you won't be able to use the...
Ah. Okay.
Okay, so he'll draw though with the Spark of Genius because he boosted. There you go. Maybe he can boost again, get
I mean, it's a
1
smart
more
way.
action point and attack 2 times with this pistol.
Exactly.
3 times because he just need the resources. So there you go.
So we're gonna do the double boost
Yeah.
for resources.
There you go.
Gaining 2. We still have 2 cards left. I'm so curious how what we're gonna see.
Oh, another zipper hit. So
Another one.
that's the yellow one for 4.
Taking another one.
It's going down to 3, I guess. Oh, the combustible courier.
That's
Oh no,
okay.
that's the one he.
That's the
Oh
boost,
yeah,
yeah.
it's the boost. I thought he had it.
He just added it to the shake.
So
Gonna block free,
blocks,
take
yeah.
1.
But the Pierre's deck is pretty small, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
He
be.
needs to close the
You
game.
need to be
in-
conservative at this point.
Yeah. I mean, after this turn, he'll probably only have to rely on the pistol, so he'll be fine. But it's a worry, you know, when you see your deck disappear, basically.
Mm.
So that's gonna be 3 pistol attacks if he has enough resources.
Oh.
The pulse wave harpoon forces him the block. Oh yeah, so he'll have to block with the Codex of Frailty,
That is massive.
showing 2 cards. Yeah.
Yeah, he has to take the frailty. He can't
There
do
you go, yeah,
anything
but I mean,
with that infecting
the card
shot.
doesn't allow you to do anything else. You need to choose a card that blocks for 2 or less anyway.
So Pierre has now taken 4 life
Yeah.
for the plays he's done so far.
So that's 3 pistol attacks, and he's at 4, so he's basically dead.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, if Pierre has enough resources, he's dead.
There's no equipment left. There's only 1 card left, and he's gonna
Yeah.
come in for at least 3 pistol attacks, and also with the
Yeah.
induction chamber. Yeah, they're contemplating it.
I mean, he needs at least a yellow to be able to attack twice.
Yep.
Okay. Does he have it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the Spark of
So
Genius.
this is over. And that's very
Closing
well
the chain.
played.
No cards left for Lexi.
Yeah.
We're looking at the
Attacking.
end of the
Yeah,
barrel,
there you
and
go.
that's the
And he
fist
knows-
bump.
yeah.
Well
The
played.
writing is on the wall. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that was a very nice game.
See,
from Pierre's
guys,
side. Yeah.
you can't beat Lexi.
He's good at this. Yeah. Easy to beat Lexi. You just have to be very good and play
Very well
dash
played.
like a god, like my friend Pierre. Yeah, well played, Pedro. Very, very happy to see him win this way against one of the top dogs in the meta game. So that's very impressive. And we've seen there lots of people in chat complaining about Lexi, but see, it's not that hard to play against.
Exactly, just beat her.
Yeah.
I mean, there are ways, like CNC, we've seen.
Did a lot of work.
Did
yeah.
a lot of work.
And T-Bone did a
T-Bone
lot of work.
Did amazing.
I mean, yeah, if you can get the equipment pretty. I mean, it wasn't that early actually. It was the middle of the game, but you know at this
the
point,
timing of it
without
was perfect.
without the tunic, before the tunic turn, and the way that you got the new horizon right after that was amazing.
Yeah, he took out the bracers, he took out the snapdragons the turns before, and then just perfect timing on the double T-bone, forcing both the tunic and
maybe a bit careless
horizon.
on Camille's side, you know, using the just for this attack, for this one attack, he used it for the Bolton shot, and maybe that was a bit greedy. I don't know. I hate to use words like greedy, but it was kind of. I mean, it was interesting to see how he approached it, but it was a bit too much. Just for 4 damage, maybe it was. I mean, you know that Dash usually has ways to block efficiently these kinds of attack, and especially because Pierre had the crown left. So yeah. But it was tricky for sure.
Yeah, he tried to maximize damage at a point where he maybe didn't realize that his opponent was going also for the aggressive plan. And what you typically want to do if you're facing a Dash player that's going for the aggressive plan, you know they're going to boost away half the deck going through. So they're not going to have that much gas going through. So if you just try to be a little more conservative and try to be more useful with your arrows instead, then you can come down to a point where you're forcing Dash to maybe change the plans a bit and maybe set out items to be able to go for the long game more effectively. But at the end of the day, Dash still has the pistol to just go pew pew with all the blues that you have remaining, and if you run out of your arrows, there's not much you can do, right? So it's a really tricky matchup for Lexi in this case.